It's James with NetNewsLedger. I'm here with Councillor Aldo Ruberto. Aldo, last night City Hall passed the budget. What's the story that our readers need to know?
Well, all year we've been trying to get the budget as low as possible. We've been struggling. We sent it back a few times. We've gone over it, trying to get as low as possible. At the end of the day, it was decided this is the best budget possible for the city. Just like a house, you have to invest in it. You have to keep the maintenance going, etc., etc., etc. Years ago, when they had zero budgets, what happened was we fell behind, and we're still catching up from those disastrous decisions from years ago. So the real story is a lot of the councillors knew this and realized this, and they supported the budget and made sure it got through. I was a little disappointed, quite frankly, in the ones that voted against it, because they were at the table for each and every vote that we had when we put things in the budget. When recommendations were made forward, they came up and they supported all these things. All of a sudden, at the end of the year, when it's an election year, these people stand up and say, you know what, we're going to vote against it. And quite frankly, being an election year, that's kind of disappointing to see that happen.
Now, what can taxpayers expect when their tax bill comes through in the next year? Is there going to be increased services, a little bit of tax increase? What's going to happen for the average home?
The average home will probably go up 1.69%. And that, for us, is a disappointment in one way because we don't want to raise them. However, we realize that if we want this city to grow, if we want to invest in the city, if we want to continue doing the projects that we're doing, we have to invest. Just like your house, just like a car, you got to maintain it and you got to keep it up. So in the last, I'd say 8 years, Thunder Bay has made tremendous progress in a lot of areas. People love this city. And I think the dividend is paid off when we invest in our own city. And if we're not investing, quite frankly, nobody else is going to be investing.
Here's James Murray in the NetNewsLedger newsroom, and then back to the news with Aldo Ruberto.